Greg DeGeorge back with Sir Oliver Humperdinck, and look at the excitement here as we get set for yet another great match here at the World Superstars of Wrestling. A few weeks ago, the great Muta wrestled with Hulk Hogan on our program as a tag team. That will not be the case this time around, Sir Oliver.
That's exactly right, Craig.
What is that?
That's the great Muta making his way to the ring.
What is he wearing?
He's wearing a mask type apparatus and a bright red sparkly jacket. And he's ready to go here. And his opponent tonight, this is the one I've been waiting for a long time. It's an often used cliche. It could be a main event anywhere in the world. But brother, every match that you see here on WSW certainly falls into that category, as this one does. Because his opponent this evening is the one and only Hulk Hogan. There we see him coming out now with his manager, Jimmy Hart.
Whoa! Look at the spectacle as the fans here enjoy the entrance of Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Hart. Hulk probably will not play up to the crowd quite as much as he normally does.
I think Hulk Hogan realizes tonight that facing the great Muta, it's not going to be any easy challenge for him, and he's all serious and all business here tonight as this great 65,000 plus throng of people look on, all eager to see who's the better man this evening, the great Muta, who we're looking at here, or Hulk Hogan.
Now, the great Muta, who occasionally wrestles without the paint, also has a blinding mist.
He does indeed. We've seen him shoot that mist before. We've seen different colors. We've seen green. We've seen red. We've seen black. We've seen blue. It's always a surprise what it's going to be. And we might get to see him do that here in just a few minutes.
I know Jimmy Hart was trying to get that band as part of the agreement to sign.
See Muta go for his throat like that? I don't know how.
It's supposed to be. Oh, it's not. There it comes. The green mist.
He does something to his throat there and somehow gets that bile-like substance up from his inner bowels and spews that green, whatever it is, everywhere in the ring. Hogan needs to watch that tonight.
I saw he caught a piece of your shoulder there, Sir Oliver.
I did get a little bit on me, didn't I?
Missed with a big foot.
It stings. Give me something to wash that off.
I'll give you an excuse for your miscalled analysis.
Huh?
Maybe it blinded you somehow.
All right.
Anyway, obviously the band did not work by Jimmy Hart, and Hogan is only lucky there that it hit Sir Oliver a bit and the canvas rather than himself.
Hogan now with a arm stretcher on the great Muta. It's very unusual to see Hulk Hogan go for a ground attack right off the bat.
Very
He's usually more of a stand-up wrestler.
You're right.
But Hogan realizing now that he's got the great Muta, and maybe he's going to try a different tack tonight.
I don't recall ever really seeing him do that.
Muta.
What is Muta doing?
This is a strange individual indeed. All the time that I was managing him when I first brought him to the United States, he did some rather strange things back then. You never know exactly what this man is going to do, and he just kind of went out there on the ramp and laid down for a second.
You managed him, correct?
Look at that entrance into the ring. Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
I wonder how he possibly picked up some strange habits.
What are you trying to say, Craig?
Great Muta eyeing Hulk Hogan here.
Hey, don't change the subject. I want to know what you're trying to say.
Well, what I'm saying is he probably picked up a lot of those bizarre tactics from yourself.
Well,
I mean, fans get a good look at you every week with that wacky Fu Manchu.
It's not a Fu Manchu, it's a goatee. And that's the last time I'm going to tell you about that. That's distinguished. Hogan now with a front face lock on Muta. As Muta moves Hogan back into the corner. Referee calls for the break. Will he get a clean one?
Yep.
He does indeed.
I think there's a lot of respect, genuinely, between these two champions from different parts of the world.
Absolutely.
And I think you can sense that in the match.
Hogan, the top dog in the United States and North America, and of course the great Muta, the top dog in the Orient. Head up, face to face, toe to toe here tonight. Who's the better man? We're going to see in a few minutes.
Great Muta does not have his belt on the line, but he is, of course, the champion here in the World Superstars of Wrestling. We'll be seeing him put the belt up in the coming weeks, I'm sure.
Take a look at that crowd behind Hogan there, and Muta all the way to the top, full, jam, standing room only.
Good arm twist on Muta. Now he locks him up. Great Muta, ooh, he's got his fingers right in the face of Hogan. Hogan trying to break free. That
Muta.
time not quite as friendly.
Throwing that shoulder in there low as Hogan tries to shake it off.
Hogan working outside the ring now in a television series with a network in the United States.
He is indeed, what is it, Thunder in Paradise?
Yes,
or
sir.
Something like that?
Thunder in Paradise.
Just between you and me, Craig, I think he's a better wrestler than he is actor.
Now, you know he does look at these tapes occasionally.
That don't bother me. I don't
okay.
care.
Well,
I'm a journalist. I have a right to my opinion, right?
Yep.
Oh!
Good shot to the midsection by Hogan. Great Muta into the corner, and Hogan comes in with a clothesline, and that sends the Great Muta to the canvas. Now into the ropes, ducked under the elbow nicely. Drop kick, he's got Hogan down. Another drop kick, and Hogan goes outside the ring. Here comes Muta, look out, he's on the top rope, and Hogan wisely moved out of the way.
Had the referee not been there to prevent Muta from jumping off that top rope, it could have been cataclysmic for Hogan there, as Muta adept at coming off that top rope and landing on his opponent outside the ring.
All right, don't go away. We'll be back with more of the match in just a moment. Greg DeGeorge back with Sir Oliver Humperdinck. There's the Great Muta, who has that mist, and you will not see it at your local cologne or perfume dealers. We've seen it once before here so far. Hulk Hogan hopes we do not see it again.
And the effects of battle are written all over the face of Muta, as that face paint is becoming obscured now as the battle rages on here between Hulk Hogan and Muta.
Hogan's going after the referee there, Sir Oliver.
Tiger Hattori, the referee this evening. Hogan grabbed him by the shirt.
Trying to get out of that difficult hold.
That's a reverse chinlock, Craig, but you notice it's not too far away from a choke. That's why the referee's down there checking. Just a matter of a fraction of an inch lower.
Yeah, if Hogan's head moved up just a little bit.
Absolutely.
That would be the difference.
Also, I've seen a lot of wrestlers be put to sleep in a hold like that because it cuts off the blood flow to the brain with those big arms around you like that.
Yes. Didn't you tell me you killed yourself with insomnia after that great move by Muta? Where's he going? Muta's taking a walk out, and then...
I told you he was unorthodox. Look at this.
He's coming back. Oh, my goodness.
It's got to be 50 yards to the ring. As here comes Muta. Look out!
Yeah, oh, my goodness. He clotheslined Hogan back in the ring.
And Hogan gets his arm caught on top, between the top and the second rope. Referee getting him out just then, but I've seen arms broken that way before, Craig.
The Great Muta, looking like a world champion track man there, with an incredible clothesline. A rude way to bring Hogan back to the ring. And Hogan trying to come back.
He's pulling out all the stops now. Here we see Hogan, first of all, scratching the back, and now pounding and scratching the face of the Great Muta.
He throws the referee away.
I think he realizes now he's got to pull out all the stops if he wants to beat this guy tonight.
Hogan showing no respect for the referee here as he's pounding away. Flailing with the right.
Ripping and tearing now at the face of Muta as the referee tries to break him off.
Well, it's almost an insult to the Great Muta because he's just about taking all of that paint off his head.
And that's very, very important to this man. This man is a very proud man. He's a very, very introspective man. That face paint means a lot to him as Hogan comes from behind with a Yuzuki kick, I believe they call that. Wow. And now Hogan with the cover.
Speaking of Izuka, we'll have him later on.
Absolutely. Hogan with a big right hand on Muta. And a second. Moves Muta back into the corner. Now double chop to the throat.
Interesting that Great Muta could be blinded from the paint chips on his own face. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Hogan didn't know where it was coming from.
There you just saw a patented move by Muta. I've never seen anybody else do quite that somersault back elbow into the corner like he does. A signature move for sure.
Look at him pick up the 320-pounder.
Into a backbreaker, and now what is he going to do? Moonsault coming. Look at it.
Wow! For the finish. The Great Muta has... No. Did he get him? No.
No, just two. Hogan able to kick out. After that moonsault off the top rope, another patented Muta move.
Drop kicks him out of the ring. Now he's going to follow up.
Again, the International Press Corps here tonight, snapping away. You see our cameraman down there with a hand held camera.
Where are they going?
Going back up the aisle here.
Where's he going? Throws him into the crowd. Breaking the fence. This has just become a no-holds-barred kind of match.
This is a huge baseball stadium, but I have a feeling it's not big enough to hold this battle.
Look at Tarzan here. What's he doing?
Oh!
He kicks Hogan down.
Using that ladder that he used for the rigging to rig the lights and everything here.
I have never seen that. This guy is an acrobat. And the power. Now he's got a chair. He's doing everything. He's pulling the kitchen sink out at Hogan and he cracks him in the back of the chair. He might throw one of those photographers into him.
I really didn't know, Craig, earlier about the bad blood between these two guys, but I've seen both guys do stuff that are really untypical of their styles.
Muta trying to get the chair back. Meanwhile, he forgot about Hogan and he's clotheslined down.
We've seen Hogan bite and scratch and kick and punch. We've seen Muta with chairs and swinging from the gaffer's apron. The referee gets shoved down there.
He's got to be disqualified for that, no? I guess they're with the chair. He got the mist in his face. The blinding mist.
Just as Hogan about to deliver that chair to the head of Muta. Muta came up with that green mist.
Snap narrows him down. Hogan cannot see. He's got that blinding mist. Over to the top rope. Hogan gets up. Look out. Could be trouble. He gets out of the way.
Muta trying for a drop kick off the top rope. Hogan able to get out of the way. And Hogan with the big leg
drop. Oh,
this is his finisher. 1, 2, 0.
No, didn't get it.
Muta able to kick out. Hogan, I don't believe he has ever had anybody kick out of that before. That leg drop has won many, many matches for him.
Hogan is lucky. Most of the mist hit him in the mid area, the midsection. Hogan now clotheslines the great Muta. Now the leg hook. Now the two, and this time he gets him.
Hogan with an impressive victory here tonight against the great Muta. Incredible match, Craig. We saw it all in that one. Take a look as Hogan comes off the ropes with a clothesline, knocking Muta down, and Hogan quick to capitalize on it, grabs that far leg, rolls him up, hooks the arm, and gets him for the 1, 2, 3. Incredible match.
Muta did not really land the mist like he wanted to, and Hogan gets...
There you see the president of the IWGP presenting Hogan with the ceremonial Samurai Warrior.
More WSW in a moment.